Hello, everyone, and welcome back to day 5 of our Polar Parrot Fish third spawn journey. This is one of the most thrilling milestones in the entire breeding process. After days of careful waiting and devoted parenting, the eggs are now ready to hatch, and that means we are finally seeing tiny wrigglers come to life. And that's the magic of day 5. By the fifth day, fertilized polar parrot fish eggs usually complete their development. Inside each egg, a small embryo has been forming. The black dots you may have noticed earlier have now developed into tiny eyes. The yolk sac, which will feed the baby for the first few days, is fully formed. And now the babies are beginning to break free of their egg casings. It is indeed an incredible sight. The transition from a still, silent egg into a tiny creature wriggling with the spark of life. Now, if you look closely at the spawning site, you'll see that many eggs now appear to be shaking. That's the fry moving inside. Some have already broken free, and you'll notice them clinging to the flat surface where the eggs were laid. These little fry are not swimming yet. Instead, they twitch and wriggle. They are anchored in place by a tiny thread like structure that keeps them attached. That's why they are called wrigglers. And here's where the magic of parenting shines again. The mother and the father polar parrot are constantly fanning the fry with their fins to give them oxygen. They're also cleaning the area to prevent fungus or debris from harming the babies. And they're guarding the nest with extra caution, making sure no intruder, no matter how small, gets close. You might even see the parents gently picking up wrigglers in their mouths and moving them to a safer spot. Don't worry, this is not aggression, it is their way of relocating their babies for protection. And of course, not every egg makes it this far. Some eggs turned white earlier and were removed by the parents. This is a natural part of the process. By removing the unfertilized eggs or the dead eggs, the parents keep the nest healthy and increase the chances of survival for the rest. What we are left with now is a batch of strong, healthy wrigglers, and that is a proof of the parents' dedication. So, what happens after day 5? For the next couple of days, the fry will remain as wrigglers, still attached to their hatching site. They'll feed on their yolk sacs, which will provide them all the nutrition they need. Now, during this stage, they'll grow stronger, their tails will get more active, and they'll prepare for their first big adventure, that is, free swimming. So, usually by day 7 or 8, we'll see them leaving the nest and swimming around under the watchful eyes of their parents. Now, day 5 is a reminder of the fragility and wonder of life. Just a few days ago, we had only a cluster of tiny eggs. Now we are witnessing the first signs of independent movement, the first spark of a new generation of polar parrot fish. For fish keepers, this moment is truly magical. It's the reward for patience, careful care, and respect for the natural instincts. So, friends, as we watch these tiny wrigglers twitch and grow, let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty of nature unfolding before our eyes. Every little wriggler is a victory, every tiny movement is a sign of life's persistence. Stay tuned because in the next couple of days, these babies will take their first swim, a moment just as exciting as hatching itself. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you have enjoyed today's update, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss on what happens next. This is just the beginning of a whole new chapter in our Polar Parrot family story. See you tomorrow for day 6.